Hi guys, it's Jacob from Howard's Peugeot Western. Today we're inside the 2008 SUV that we have in stock. It's a GT line model with a 1.6 diesel engine, really fuel efficient, lovely glass roof, reversing camera, sat nav. There's a lot to go through. Let's have a look. Right, so if we start from the outside, this has the pearlescent white finish, so it's a special paint and it gives it a real silky texture. Not sure if that comes through on camera. The paintwork is very silky to look at, just slightly off-white. Then being a GT line, we have all the black grille and black badging around with red accents in the Peugeot. Being that sporty model, just has a few little hints at that as well. Nice big diamond cut alloy wheels, and again some more GT line badging. The mirrors do fold in and out. We come round to the back. You have these 3D claw effect lights, so at night time they really do stand out on the road. And you'll see on top as well, we also have the roof rack mountings and the panoramic glass roof. Going into the boot now, so we have a really nice sized boot. Both seats in the rear will also fold down completely flat to extend that space. It is a flat loading area, so nice and easy to get, whether it's animals or parcels or anything that you do need fitted in there. Nice and easy. You have the top tethers and Isofix fitted on the rear seats as well. As we go into the rear, first of all, you'll notice part leather, part cloth seats with red stitching details. Again, a little nod back to the GT line. And in terms of leg room as well, that is behind my rear seats. I am 5'11", and there's still plenty of room behind for any passengers. You have a nice 12-volt charging point as well, so the kids on the go can have things plugged in and charging. So a few details as we're going into the car. This is a Peugeot owned car, so it is not a private purchase from ourselves. It is and was owned by Peugeot. As you can see, we have the touchscreen in the centre, dual zone climate control, and a 6-speed manual gearbox. Now as you go into reverse on this particular model, the screen will change to a camera. I'll show you that in a bit more detail in a moment as well. But really nice layout and finish to the car. So as you can see on this model, we have just 7,320 miles on it, so barely been driven. Nice low mileage, especially for a diesel, as they just go on forever. As we come across to the left, we have the rev counter. To the right, we have the analog speed and your fuel. But in the centre is the main area, and this will just show you your digital display for speed. They're nice and easy to use, but now becoming a bit iconic is our smaller steering wheel with the flat bottom. So quite sporty, but equally it's designed right for a bit of an experience when you're driving. You have steering controls, so radio controls, volume controls, and answering the phone abilities through there. We just come straight up to the touchscreen. You have sat-nav built into here. We also have Bluetooth for phone connectivity, Apple CarPlay, DAB radio, so there's quite a lot going on in there. And we also have the reversing camera. So if I just, before it goes into economy, turn this on and go into reverse, see the camera completely changes now, and we have a reversing camera on. Excuse the flickering, that is not from the actual camera on the screen, that is the videoing device that we're using. As we come out of reverse, the camera will change back. As mentioned before, we have the dual zone climate control, so both passenger and driver can have completely different temperatures, just depending on what you fancy. Air conditioning as standard, and a bit lower down we have the USB points, auxiliary points, and two very decent size cup holders in there. And as we move into the middle here, you'll also see what we have called grip control. So grip control is a system that aids in getting you out of certain situations. So for example, we have snow mode, mud mode, sand mode, and turning the traction completely off. Just helps. So for example, the snow, you could be going up a hill and it's almost like the car's turning itself into a four-wheel drive car in its capabilities without actually being a four-wheel drive car. So it's a really, really useful bit of technology there. And then we have finally the aviation style handbrake. So just like a conventional, however with this one you do put your hand over and lift up like so, and then just pull it back up. Being the GT line model, so it's the top spec of the 2008 SUVs, we also have a panoramic glass roof. So most of the time I would imagine people will have this nice and open, makes the car feel very airy, but if you want to pull the screen across, you can do so. It has an electric blind to just bring it to whatever area you want it to be. Hopefully that's all been really useful for you and you've enjoyed looking around this lovely car. If you have any more questions on it, do give me a call. The number's 01934 428 888 and I look forward to speaking to you soon.